Look, I know you can hear me this time. I don't even have to ask. Big Daddy up in here right off the jump. I'm gonna hit a hey now button for my old man. Hey now. And to all you other fools that were up in here early, hanging out, talking. Oh, here, wait. Let me put on the background music, just a little bit. Last time the background music kind of sucked because you couldn't hear it. Jason, hey now. X to the Z, Matt Galloway, Jason. Who else did I see up in here? I think I saw Jessica and Crystal and Thor and my man Mosiah. Hey now to the whole lot of ya. Hey freaking now. Like my man Jason says. I gotta hit the button again. Hey now. I love that button. Alright, look. Here's the plan before I get way too rambly. Let me move over to my little thing. 620. Hey now. Look, here's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do a spin spill. Okay, here, wait. Maybe I should show you real quick first. Look, see, I got the disc right here. It's all ready to go. Okay, but before we do it, man, with the buttons, am I high tech or what? Peter, Brandon, hey now. Okay, so look, these dies, they always come out so awesome, and they're totally easy. I chose to do this for the other disc for our giveaway, the holiday. Oh, sorry, I kicked the camera stand. We're gonna be all right. Is because like this was like the most popular selling disc on our site when I was like pre-making discs and putting them up there. So I figured I'd do it again, even though we did a live stream on this before. What you're looking at in that picture right there, that's stage one. All you got to do, put some vinyl on it, cut out something that looks droopy and drippy. How easy is that? And then here, wait, I got to go back to my button page. And then after that, I put it in a clear glue bed. Okay, and I let it, you know, I let it sit overnight. I got some slamming color saturation out of it. But then, after that, look at that, I glued it all up and covered it with glue. Now, look, Jeff, hey now. Relay Detox, hey now. Like, I could have used the piece of vinyl that I pulled up and just put it right back over. But when I'm doing spins, I so much prefer doing a glue mask over top of it instead of recovering it with vinyl, because the glue dries like a little mound, right? Whereas the vinyl, even though like it's super tiny, has hard edges. Bang. And like when it's spinning, just that little hard edge is enough when it hits it to make a different mark on one side than on the other, like where it's going up the ridge and down the ridge. But with the glue, I'm pointing at stuff that you can't see. But with the glue, like the brush just goes up the hill, down the hill. When the vinyl's there, it like hits the ridge, drops off the ridge, and it leaves a different looking mark on this side than it does on this side. So that's why, golly, with the buttons, I'm so high tech. I'm gonna give a hey now to Daniel and to my man Northriam. Hey now. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Daniel, John, that was for you too. Okay, so like this is where we're at. I glued it. Now, here's one other thing I'll say. I glued this in 2 stages, okay? I glued like all the way up to this edge and like fine detail all around the edges, and then I saved this very edge around the rim for a second round of gluing because the edge of this disc is so much slope. I didn't want the glue to like droop up over, so I let all this dry, and then I propped it up on an angle, like on a paper plate, and then glued this so that it was nice and clean right to the edge of the rim. All right, look, here's the last thing I'll do before we start doing this, because I'm trying to bang this sucker out because I want to watch a Sixers game. Look, that's what these come out looking like in the end. Then, hey now, you're right, I totally need like a Vanna White over here. Chad, hey now. Hey now. So that's what they come out looking like in the end. They're so dope, right? It looks like it's spilling all over it. These are so friggin' easy. Those 3 steps you saw, and then what you're gonna see me do today. Now, the one difference that I'm gonna do on this disc that I haven't done on any of the other ones, like the one you're seeing right there, it's always confusing with the camera because everything's backwards. What was I saying? Okay, yeah, the one thing different I'm going to do is I'm going to glue mask this layer of spinning up. So I'm gonna spin it, glue mask, and then spin it again. You're only gonna get to see spin, glue mask. I'm not gonna do like, we gotta wait for the glue to dry and all that. But this one's gonna have all the fancy designs under the spin as well, which I think is gonna look cool. All right, that's probably more than enough babble. Let me give another hey now.
Hey now.
To everybody, we probably need some James Brown up in here.
Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm ready. Let me get back to the buttons again. Oh my gosh, with the transitions, how cool does it look when my face goes like zoop down into the corner? I love that. Okay, let's spin. Let's spin die a disc, okay? So I'm gonna try to do 3 different glue mask sections. Maybe I should have talked about that before I got this thing started spinning. I gotta let the arm do its thing before I can stop it. Okay, look, I'm gonna do one here where I'm gonna do a fade on the bottom, and then I'm gonna do like the kaleidoscope designs over it. And then next, I'm gonna do some pinstripes or bars, and then I'm gonna try to put like a spiky pattern over those, and then in the center I'm gonna do a big red fade, and then do like a spiral swirl right to the middle with the glue. So you're gonna get to see 3 different, hey now Robin, Mindy, 3 different glue mask designs when this is all done. We need at least one more James Brown button, right? Alright, let's do it. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Now I am now I am ready. Alright. Here's what I got for colors already. Same colors that are in the in this little guy here that I'm shaking up. I got Spike It Grape and then Wormed It Purple. Much darker, much lighter for 2 different shades of purple. I got my red Worm Dip, I got some black, and then I might bring some yellow in there. We'll see how it goes. Alright. Let's start with this grape. Oh yeah, my main man 44 is up in here. Trying to get the back to the hey now button. Back to the hey now button for 44. Alright, let's do this. So I'm going to spin purple, fade some purple into red on the outside of the rim. Talk to me, is the back, now that I like, I'm going to be like focusing and not babbling the whole time, tell me if the background music sucks and you can't hear it, or if it's like at a good volume and you got something to kind of jam to. Because I can't hear that crap. It's only playing through the pooter. And I saw someone say they love the grape. This Spike It Grape is like might be my single favorite color. Alan Eckery and Justice Keener up in here? Hey now! Talk about 2 of like the OGest of TDD Army All-Stars. Alan Eckery might have been one of our subscribers back when we had like 150 subscribers instead of 7,500 subscribers. My man's been here since back when I sucked. Hanging tough with us. And Justice Keener, like Justice Keener's been around for at least 4 years. Putting up with my garbage. Okay, that's a good start. I'm gonna bring the red. I'm gonna bring the red into this game. You damn right, Alan. Oh geez, that was a bad spot to put the cap. And I'm gonna go a little over some of the purple I did and kind of blend these suckers together. Okay, I'm digging it. I'm gonna back some of that out. Like, what do you think? I know there's like a tiny little glare ring right there, but the lighting's so much better now, right? That's because I got like these killer ring lights for Christmas to use when I'm doing this stuff inside until I can get things fired back up on the camper. It's gonna be so much better. There's gonna be so much less glare than the crappy pot lights that were above me before. But you all are part of my first high-tech lighting. High-tech Bobby with high-tech lighting. I hope the rest of you are clowning with me at that. I am the most analog idiot you know. Okay, it's gonna work. I mean, it's not like the cleanest, most prettiest fade I've ever done, but on this bottom layer, I'm not totally stressing it. I'm not gonna like OCD over the gradients of my fade like I normally do. Okay, now I'm gonna do just a tiny bit of space. I'm gonna do one thin purple, and then I'm gonna do some light purples and pinks. I mean yellows. Give me this. This brush is a little bit damaged. This one's better. Alright. Now I'm just going to section a middle section off here. I want just a little space at the end of my fade. Right there. Okay, let's move this sucker so I don't spill it. Now I'm going to do some of this other purple and some yellow. Look how much lighter that purple is than the grape. So much different. Even my like terrible. Oh, I kicked the camera again. Sorry about. Oh, so, sorry about that. I'm gonna try my best. yellow. Give me a yellow brush. How about this one? That's a good one. This is the risky color. There's no yellow in my design. This one is just accent. But a good amount of it's going to get covered anyway. Okay. Do a little back and forth with that now. Oh, I almost dipped the purple brush in the yellow bin. I do that all the time. I almost did it again. I'm just gonna move this over here. Now, ideally, by alternating and working from the outside in instead of just going like all the way up, I'll get a more I'll get more even lines and a more even like spread or distribution of them, if that makes sense. Hopefully, that's the idea anyway. Close. That's a pretty even spread there. I can totally dig it. Yep, for whoever I missed up in here.
Hey now.
Robert, I see you in there. That one's definitely for you. Alright, now let's move to this middle section, which my plan is a red fade, but I'm going to give it a tiny thin grape pinstripe to separate it again, just like from the last one. Go over this one more time. Come over here, grape. Okay. I need to put some caps on here. This is just going to turn into a disaster. A red brush to get it started. Not bad. I'm having a hard time not hitting my hand on the disc. Okay. Maybe one of these kind of Q-tips. Okay, I'm into it. Don't need this anymore. Stop this thing from spinning. Put this red on here. I'm just gonna put this on here. I'm just gonna slide all this crap over here out of the way. Alright, I'll deal with that later. Now, we are done with stages 1, 2, 3, and 4. If we weren't going to be doing some fancy designs in that spin die, we'd be done. All we'd have to do is peel the glue off and bang! But I feel like funking this up more, so I'm going to do 3 different designs. Now, I'm going to work my way out from the center in hopes that I don't get glue on my hand. Like, that I can stay out of the way of... Helps me keep my hand out of the glue while I'm working on it. If that made any sense at all. I'm just going to slop some on here in the middle section. I would say in no particular pattern, but it came out looking like a spiral, so in a spiral. And then I'm going to smear this out and try to keep it up inside this center section. Way too much glue. I'll wipe some of that off. Oh man. Alright. I did pretty good there, keeping that in the center. Now just so that it doesn't dry before I get to it. I'm going to do my design there, which I want that one to be a spiral, okay? So I'm going to get it spinning. It's still centered. I haven't taken it off center. I'm just going to put my brush, the back end of my brush down, and drag it up through to the middle, somewhat slowly. Bang. Look how tight and perfect that spiral is. So when that dries, I'll probably do something like the darker purple over it, and then that'll be right to the middle. Alright, now let's do this next section with the stripes. I'm going to put little lines over this section. Maybe a little closer. And again, I'm trying to keep them just in this section, not the middle one or the outside one. Okay, now right here and right up here where I didn't put the stripes, that's because that's where the spill part is, and that's already covered with glue. I don't really have to worry about that because it's underneath 2 layers of glue. It's not going to get affected by what we're doing. Alright, now I'm going to get it spinning again, and instead of doing a spiral, no, you know what, I am going to do a spiral. I'm going to do an opposing one. The last one I started here and went up. This time I'm going to start here and go down, so that when the disc spins, the 2 different spirals move in different directions. I'm going to do the same thing, just dragging it down. Dope. Okay, that worked really good. Okay, we're getting so close. Now, we're going to do some kaleidoscope action on this outside. This one, you just the glue on there. You don't got to much worry about it just yet. Okay, now this is going to be the tricky part. Smearing this into a nice, smooth, even, layer, kind of like we had on that first one, without messing up the one we just did on the middle section. Oh man, I hit the button. I need a little more glue. Okay, I think this is about as good as I'm going to be able to smear this without interrupting or messing up that section we just did. Now, and again, we don't need to worry about this section, right? Because that's covered up by the other glue mask. Now I'm going to get my trusty paintbrush again. And I'm just going to draw little circles, and I'm going to keep them inside this outside section now. I'm not going to take my circles up into that section. I'm just going to do them like this. Okay, here we go. I was a little nervous. I didn't take them high enough. I'm gonna do it again. All right. Now we got some kaleidoscope action up in there. Okay, bang. Look, this sucker for right now is done. Okay, you got to watch stages 4 and 5, and then I'm gonna let it dry. Okay, but I have a food dehydrator, which is one of my favorite disc dyeing additions. I love that thing. I put beds in there, I put glue masks in there all the time. But anyway, I'm gonna put it in food dehydrator, let it dry, and then over top of this layer, haven't decided for the middle. It's probably gonna be red over top, but then here it's gonna be purple, and then here it's gonna be black into dark purple. And then I'll peel off all the glue, and I'll show it to you. Yeah. All right, let me switch back to my face hole, and then hopefully, you know, when it's done, it'll look like that, but just way cooler. But in no ways cooler than all you fools that came and hung out with me tonight.
Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing.
You make me want to get up and do my thing, because you all are awesome for hanging out with me on a T-Diddy Friday night. And before I bust out of here, I just want to wish you all the happiest and safest of hucking New Year's. If you get all tipsy, look, let a friend take you home, okay? Or crash on a couch or something. I'm not trying to do a public service announcement, but I love all you guys, so be safe and really just bring it in the right way. And then I'll get some pictures of this up in the next day or two once I sober up, and then, you know, it'll be a part of the giveaway, which the results are coming up. I think it's on the 4th or the 5th, but you'll see me in just a few days letting you know who wins this bad boy. All right, you're all awesome for coming and hanging out. Until we catch you on the next one, you better keep doing it. Yeah!